So here we're going to have a look at drawing a pitch to flat going through 90 degrees. And this can be used in various situations. Let's have a look at these. So we can have it here coming up through the flight and turning around and going back along the landing. We can have it going up through the flight, turning round, coming to level here, and then turning back round along the landing. Or here we'll have two of them, one coming up through the flight to the centre line and levelling there, and another one for coming down the flight to the centre line and levelling at this point. And we can use it for the first part of a monkey tail, where we have the monkey tail levelling at the centre joint. These are very easy to do, nice and simple. I call them 2.5D parts because they're not full 3D, they come up and just pitch over one way. And if we look at the stretch out, we can actually see, let's turn all the stretch outs on, we can see how it levels. So here we're coming up through the flight, and you can see this is done. If we use half a rise above the pitch height, which is the same as coming up halfway through the going, that height there, actually let's just dimension that up, that height there we go, 93.5, and that height there, 93.5. This means that on these turns they all level nicely. It means that the landing height is half a rise above the nosing height, but it gives it a nice comfortable height. And it means that when you do the full 180 degrees, you can see here, we come up, ramp over to level, and when we ramp under again and back up into pitch, but we level in the centre here. So it all works out very nicely like that. And the same again here. This just brings the monkey tail part down, lifting the monkey tail slightly above, well actually it doesn't, it leaves the monkey tail at the same height as the handrail because the going is back here. I'll draw that out later and give more explanation on setting all the monkey tails up. So that's this drawing that we're looking at here. So how do we draw this then? Nice and simple. Let's move these across here. We're going to draw a box which is the same size here as one of these. For now, we'll put that there. Let's pop that down here. So that's the size of turn that we are going to want, which is that size there. So we can draw our baseline. Let's turn all those stretch outs back off, and let's draw our baseline out. We can draw our pitch line up. So let's say this one's going up at 42 degrees, and so we can do shift arrow 42, lock that in at 42 degrees. We have this size here, so we can just spring that in there. That's 125 because we have a 250 going. So that gives you your centre line for the handrail. That comes up there to that point. If we drop the handrail profile onto that, quick jump there, I had to go and find the handrail profile. We can move that down to here. We can carry a couple of lines back up from each side of that to that point. Oh, bring it up here, we can go past, hit tab, that'll lock it in so it stays at the same angle. We can now spring some lines from that, from there through to there, from there through to there. We'll take the centre line through as well because we'll be using that when we create our boxes or bevel boxes. Now we can use an ellipse, use our centre, this distance for our minor axis, that distance for our major on the inside, and same again for the outside. Then we can split that down there. We can split that across there, use those, we'll cut the rest of it away, and there we have our face mould. We can add some straight onto there. If these are not joining, if we're not doing a full 180 and just coming up onto a flat landing, you could always add a piece on the end here, just to help you bolt it together when you get to bolting it up. Right, now we need to make our boxes, our bevel boxes. So we can do that. Let's have another layer. Bevel box. And we'll do this in blue so it stands out nicely. Oh, if it actually selects for blue. There we go. And this we draw, it's basically the overall handrail size. Oh, so we're going to draw this out from here down there. So that's our box size. We can move this now up onto our pitch line. We rotate that to match a pitch there. Bring that to one side. And now what we want to do is measure these all up. Take them up here, like that. We'll copy one of those across to the other side. And I should have brought one up from the centre. So we need one in the centre here as well. And we'll have an outer box there to fit that. And we'll just extend that centre line so it all comes through. And now if we take that, group the whole lot together, move this across here and rotate that, you can see there that all lines up nicely, and that will mean when you tip it back over, these will come to flat and lift this end up to the pitch that you want. You may have to swap these round depending on which way you want your 90 to tip, but that's easy enough to do because you can just do a mirror on that and pick which one of these you want to do to tip it which way you want it. So what I'm going to do here quickly is I'm going to show you this and this set in place over top of here. I've just added them in. So if we hide that lot so we can see what's going on, just put those away for a minute, have a look over here, and we'll look in perspective, but there you can see our outline here. If we look in perspective, oh, look at the right one. Let's blow that up. You can see here with it up at pitch. So this now comes to level. There we go, we line it all up nicely. That comes to level. This is at our 42 degrees, and that sits directly underneath our turn that we've done. So there we go, nice and easy, and that gives us this turn and gives you the face mould for doing your tangent handrail with these turns.